What's up, peeps? It's your boy CJ. Just a little disclaimer. You've noticed I haven't been doing the intro and outros in the last couple of videos. That's because I've recently moved house. Just wanted to clear that up. But let's get into this Kairos Stitch Strap review. Let's get it.
Welcome to the third episode of Strap Out, a segment on a channel where I review straps and bracelets I come across that I love and feel you will too. Full disclosure, Kairos Stitch sent these over and I do not have to send them back, but I have no say on my thoughts and opinions. You know I always be real with you. Okay, specs. As you can see, I was sent over these two, the ash gray nubuck lean strap and the dark brown Pueblo military strap, or NATO. The ash gray features nubuck matte gray upper with a Zermatt light tan brown backing and a cream stitching. It's 2.1 millimeters thick with some medium water resistance. It also features a brushed sign buckle and quick release spring bars, which is always a bonus. The strap comes in two size options, 19 wide with a 16 taper, or 20 wide with the 16 taper, which is the one I have. The Pueblo NATO features a rich dark brown Pueblo upper with a black kangaroo backing. It's 1.5 millimeters thick or 0.5 millimeters thick if you are going to go single pass. More on that later. Linen stitching in a matching dark brown with low water resistance, brush sign buckle to end off. The Pueblo comes in two size options, 20 or 22 millimeters minus the 20. Prices of these are $80 for the ash gray and $85 for the Pueblo NATO. Both straps come in multiple color options, so I urge you to check out the link in the description below to see what you fancy. Kairos were kind enough to send over a 2-slot zip pouch, but more on that later. Let's talk build and materials. When we think of straps or bracelets of any kind, I think some of the major factors that let you know you chose the right product is comfort overall, quality, and lastly, how good it actually looks. With the experience I've had with straps, one of the major points I feel some brands forget about is the idea of what is the chosen backing of the strap. And I have to say that Kairos clearly had this in mind. The backing on both is exceptional. Smooth, soft, and above all, very comfortable. As watch enthusiasts, we often turn our watches over to either look at the intricacies of the movements or the beautiful caseback designs chosen, and it's always a pleasure to see contrasting tone of the strap. I love the cream choice of the stitching on the Zermatt, and who doesn't love to see some embossed text? The same applies with the Pueblo. The kangaroo backing is soft, but even more so, it's thin. This is something I didn't expect from a leather NATO, as we all know that NATOs are thicker, but most brands seem to use thicker leather, so it's good to see that Kairos thought ahead with this one. Back to the backing. Admittedly, it's my first experience with kangaroo leather, and I gotta say it's awesome. As mentioned before, incredibly thin, soft, and unlike the Zermatt backing, I feel this will deal with those sweaty summer days that are coming soon here in Australia. Enough about the back, let's talk about the front. The grey nubuck is by far my favorite. I think I nailed the pairing with this dress KX. It just goes so well. The cream stitching matches the white accents of the indices, minute markers, and the hands, while the dial and strap just blend almost as one. You don't have to tell me, I know I nailed it. I'm a big fan of the matte look the strap provides, and if you know me, then you know I love texture. It may be a matte texture, but upon touch there's an almost suede feeling, but finer. There's something like a velvety texture to it, which is awesome. Definitely screams quality. The Pueblo is more on that rugged, durable vibe. Think cigar and whiskey. Actually, the grain of the leather upon close inspection looks like the texture of a cigar, which I love, even though I'm not a smoker. The strap is really soft and malleable while giving off that aged look. I can see this one lasting years and years, getting better with age. Now let's talk hardware. The hardware is simple but done right. The 316L steel on both buckles give you the reassurance of quality, but this isn't anything special. But I do appreciate the fine brushing on both with the signed logo. Nice touch. Now, how does it wear? I think both wear very good. The grey nubuck is a tad small since at the time of choosing the largest size was not available, but the medium is okay. I have a 7-inch wrist for your reference, but even though it's slightly smaller, I sort of prefer it this way. No one likes a large tail at the end of a strap, let's be honest. The Pueblo wears awesome too. Also, medium in size, so the tail end of the strap either doesn't need to be tucked in or tucked in just a tad, which I think makes for a cleaner look overall. The thin nature of the strap makes it wear much closer to the wrist, which is a huge win for me. Now the good and the bad. No strap is perfect, and neither are these, unfortunately. The grey nubuck, while I adore the Zermatt backing, the truth is that on a hot summer day like it was a week ago when I wore this, it was Sweat City, and I feel it made it a tad uncomfortable because of it. This was an easy fix with an extension of the fit with one hole back, but for people like myself who live in hotter climates, this might not be the best option. I think this one will be getting more wrist time around the colder months. I don't have any negatives with the Pueblo. In all honesty, I was trying to find any negatives but couldn't. I just love it. The only shared negative is the price. These are high quality, no doubt, but I'm not getting luxury vibes, and so I feel the $80 price might be a tad too high. If it were $60, maybe $70, I feel that would be more justified. Now the good. These straps are crazy good. My 3 points before were totally met. Comfort, quality, and looks. The brand nails all 3. The thinness of the NATO was a definite standout. The texture on both give off class while being interesting, and the quality is exceptional. You can clearly see that they were handmade down to small details like the markings on the loops, which most brands seem to never do, and I love that. I mean, heck, they even let you cut the NATO to make it a single part, which is just great. Not sure if I will do this yet, but I love that the option is there. The brand has really impressed me, and I cannot recommend them enough. Strap Out, as you know, is all about straps and bracelets, obviously, but I like to give a little love to the zip pouch they sent over as well. I honestly never cared for these pouches, but now I think I'm converted. The distressed look for the leather and the inner padding, admittedly little padding, is still a nice touch to give you that reassurance when traveling with this thing. I can see myself using this on a future trip over a watch roll, simply for the compactness of it. Very nice.
Well, there it is. As you can see, great straps, incredible finishing, really smooth, and I'm a big fan of the thinness of that NATO, as well as the texture of that nubuck strap. Kairos has done really well with these, and I applaud you to all make sure to check the links in the description to get yourself one of these. Let me know what you think of them, as well as that zip pouch. I've become a huge fan, and I'm interested to know what your thoughts on a single pass NATO, and if I should cut mine and turn it into single pass. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, make sure you do it, watchout247, and I'll check you on the next video. Remember to watch out.